Hello everyone, today we're talking about picture exchange communication systems, also known as Pecs. These are Pecs. It has a picture and commonly also has a word on top. These Pecs are used to communicate. So an individual who has little to no vocalizations or communicative skills, they are able to take off a Pec, give it to their communicative partner, and the partner will read it and say, oh, looks like you want stickers, and hand them the stickers. That's kind of how it works. We're going to go through some advantages and disadvantages of using a Pecs book. We'll start with the advantages. The advantages of having a Pecs book are that they require little fine motor movements. So individuals who have poor fine motor quality are able to use it really easily as compared to like sign language, where there's a lot of fine motor in sign language. It can be really frustrating to use that form of communication. Pecs books are a good alternative to that. So as you can see, there's some fine motor in the pinching motion of taking the icon off, and then that gross motor of pulling it. So pretty easy. A lot of individuals using Pecs books are able to master this skill very easily. Another advantage is you're giving your client or your individual that you're working with a way of communication, and so it commonly decreases a lot of challenging behaviors because they're able to communicate like, I really want that book, and I'm going to give this to you and I'll get this book, instead of I'm going to kick and scream and cry and hopefully I'll get the book, where everybody else in the world doesn't know what this child is trying to communicate. So it eliminates a lot of challenging behaviors. Pecs books are also really great in communicating through pictures. So really early learners who can't read, they're able to make that generalization of, hey, this picture is a Play-Doh. I see that there's a Play-Doh box right here. I can compare these pictures and they look the same. So if I request this, I will get the Play-Doh. So it's really easy to generalize for a lot of kids. Yeah, it's kind of fun to see the pictures. You can also personalize it to like different places. Like we have a gym, so they can request to go to the big gym, and you could take a picture of it and put it right on a Pec. So that's really awesome. You can also personalize the books in ways that make sense for your individual. So we have like a page for toys. We have a page for places. We have a page for bathrooming stuff. So if an individual needs some toilet paper, that's a really important request. If they need help getting their pants up, that's a really important request. It can be personalized. Some clients don't need a bathrooming page, but this client did. So yeah, it's really nice and personalized. Some disadvantages of having using Pecs. They are easily damaged. So this Pecs is laminated. It kind of makes it a little bit more stocky, but the lamination does wear. There can be creases in it. It doesn't always hold up. As you can see, this one's a little bit more damaged. This client apparently likes music. The Velcro can come off of the Pec, or it can come off of the book. So they're easily damaged. The book itself can get damaged, especially if it's being, we have a lot of early learners who use this and the books get dragged on the floor or stepped on. It's really easy to damage these books. Another thing that's a disadvantage, it's an external device that you have to carry from one location to the next, and remembering to do that is often very hard. And if they forget their Pecs book, they have no way of communication, and that causes a lot of challenging behaviors, which of course we don't want. We want to try to avoid. We want to give them a voice. One other thing that I found using Pecs book is these Velcro don't always stay on, especially if the client kind of gets it on the end of the Velcro. And these Pecs can fall off and get lost, and you have to make another one. And if the client is really highly reinforced by Play-Doh, then they go to request for Play-Doh and it's missing, that can be a real deal breaker and cause a lot of challenging behaviors for that client. So they do get lost. You'll have to remake them if they get lost or damaged. That is one major disadvantage, or a couple major disadvantages that I found. So yeah, that's kind of what Pecs books are and the disadvantages and advantages of using them. And it's kind of up to the client preference and I guess the trainer's preference on whether you use them or not.